Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Here I come. Good job, Chuck. With the center.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Go. Motion, motion.
Second and 6. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 44.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun, Bowman. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Hey, 5-7. Check. 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
On first and 10, Bowman. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Delta.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
On the ready. Hey, Haywood. 6-6, pull it high. 58 to Mike. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Bowman. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check. Hey, team 6.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Watch safety creep. Safety creep.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cox. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready? Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Danny. Jim.
On first down, Dillon able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check it back.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Bowman. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Bowman. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Bravo!
Check three. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike,
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 43. Check 4.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Bowman, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I'm coming for you, son. Check now.
Hey. Hard. Hey, Alpha.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Charlie. Be Griffin.
To throw on second down, Bowman. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Set 50, plant. Now. Go.
From the gun, Bowman. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 49 yards out. Catanzaro's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Tackles. Greystone travel. Hey, echo.
Mike 58 right there. Yeah.
On 3rd and 2, Bowman. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
On 1st down, Bowman. This one caught by Ridley. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw. Bowman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. On 1st and 10, Bowman. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Fields escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
58 to Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. Man, I got you. Man.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bowman. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 3. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 1st down. Bowman. Open man right side is St. Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, Zoo! Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready? You got it! You got it! You got it! Sit! Yep.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 17-14. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
From
the gun, Bowman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
57 to Mike. All day.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Alpha.
Check 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
60 outlaw.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
58, come on. Quick talk.
Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bomber. Get it.
On 4th down, Bowman. Throw complete right side to Cooks. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Back, back, back.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
6-6, pull it high.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the safety green.
Hey.
Go get him. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Go 58's the mic.
I got him.
Good.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Switch up, switch up. Joker, 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 joker.
Go. Lead grip.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Stop your whining.
Hey, Orbit, you're out. Now. Go.
Throwing again. Bowman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Carolina, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're